1969, we've been bringing out this truth that the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American man are the Israelites according to the Bible. When y'all take a look at this chart right here, this is who the 12 tribes are. You know what I mean? We are not Jewish-like. We are not Jew-like. We are the real Jew. The Jewish man is Jew-like. All right? It's like if I call you childish, you are not a child, but you're acting like one. All right? If I call you Jewish, you are not a Jew, but you are acting like one. They have stolen our heritage. That's what they have done. And we as blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, we don't care about our heritage. Reason why? Because our leaders aren't teaching us their heritage. You know what I mean? But the good thing is, I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA is bringing out this truth. We're bringing out the same truth that Kyrie Irving attempted to bring out. We're bringing out that same truth that Kanye West attempted to bring out. But they're not trained like the brothers that you see right here in front of you. They're not trained to bring out this truth and deal with the consequences that come with it. Because when you speak these things, this world will come against you. This world will call you hateful. But all we're trying to do is teach our people the truth. And the truth is that we are the chosen children of the Most High God that this Bible is speaking of. You know what I mean? That's what the truth is. And they can't stand it. And the reason why they can't stand it, because they love their position on this earth. They love being above the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They love that they are on top of us and we are on the bottom. They don't even want us to sit here and tell them that they run the industries, the entertainment industries, the boxing, the sport. They don't want to let you know that. You know what I mean? Let me get Psalms. Let me start off with Isaiah 1:3. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know this truth. You know what I mean? And we as a people, we should be flooding this center stage right here. We should be all black. If you're a black, Hispanic, and Native American, I implore you to stop and listen to what's being said from these brothers right here. You see what I'm saying? Because we only teaching the truth. We only showing that we care about you. We only taking the same risk that Christ took. You know what I'm saying? Right. By speaking against these industries. You know what I mean? And showing that they hate us. They hate us. They want us to stay on the bottom. But guess what? Here's one thing about being on the bottom. The good one thing is that he that shall be on the bottom, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. That's the good thing to know. So if you know that you're on the bottom and you last right now, look at this kingdom. Look at what they have based off of what we gave them. We made this great. All these buildings that gone up was because of our people, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Right. You got that from me, Word?
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knows its owner.
The ox is a stubborn animal. It's a strong animal. You know what I mean? But he knows who his owner is. Go ahead.
And the ass is master's crib.
Right. The ass is a dumb animal. But he knows where he lives. But guess what?
But Israel do not know.
Who don't know?
But Israel do not know.
So Israel do not know. That's what the scripture says, doesn't it? Well, it seems to me that them Jewish people know where their home is. They know where their land is. But my people don't know where our home is. We call ourselves African American. The name of two white men. Right. We call ourselves black. A daggone color in a crayon box. Right. Matter of fact, African American, we wasn't called that until the 80s, which was coined by Jesse Jackson. So before that, what were we? Who were we? You know what I mean? You got to understand this thing. Say it again, start from the top.
Isaiah 1:3. The ox knows its owner, and the ass is master's crib. Right. But Israel do not know. My people don't not consider.
We won't even consider it. We won't even consider that we're the greatest people on this nation. We won't even consider it. We'd rather say that we're African American. We'd rather say that we're black, we're Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Mexican, I'm Native American, and we're proud of that. Some of us want to be because of the state. I'm a New Yorker. I'm from Philadelphia. We everything but who we supposed to be. And that's all that the brother tried to bring out. And he is hated for it. When you're looking at what Kyrie did, don't talk about, oh, he said flat earth, so yeah, he crazy. No, the fact of the matter is he bringing out a truth that nobody is willing to give you. Nobody is willing to give you but the brothers here in the I.S.U.P.K. Right. They're bringing out this straight truth. And we're trying to tell our people these things, but we won't consider it. We won't consider it. And we don't understand that this is the one thing that we need to get us to get us above all nations of the earth. Because guess what? You know that's what the Most High wants, right? Let me get Deuteronomy 28:1. That's what, you know that's what the Most High wants? He wants us to be above all nations. Yes, that sounds racist, doesn't it? He chose us to be above everyone else. He has his own kids. Just like some of you, our parents out here, you got your kids. You care about what your kids do. You don't care about what their friends do. You care about what their kids do. That's how the Most High is. He's the ultimate father of the ultimate children of this earth.
Right. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, and thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Above some nations.
Above all nations.
Just a minor few.
Above all nations.
Above all nations. We're supposed to be above all nations, black, Hispanic, Native American man.
Right.
We're supposed to be above all these nations. They are supposed to kiss your boot when they walk by. That's what they're supposed to do. And say, "Khan on one kind." That's what they should do. You know what I mean? But we serve them. You know what I mean? The children have become the slave masters. You see what I'm saying? That's the slavers. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening to us. But it's going to come a time when we come back to our laws, statutes, and commandments, like the brother was bringing out earlier. When we come back to our government, that's when we're going to take our rightful place on this earth.
Right.
But it's not going to be an easy task. It's going to be a hard one, because we love our captivity. We love being good citizens. Why? Because the Christian pastor has taught you to be a good citizen. The Christian pastor makes sure you wear a suit and tie. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna see no brothers walking to Christian church looking like any of the brothers that you see right here. What you see right here is warriors, priests, and prophets. And I'm here to tell you that this world is against us. They call us a hate group, when all we do is love our brothers.
That's right.
That's all we got time and patience for. It's our brothers. This whole book right here is about the lost sheep of the house of Israel and bringing us back and showing true brotherhood. That's what the law is about. It's loving our brothers like we love ourselves. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. Matter of fact, let me show you something. Let me get Psalms 83. Let me show you something. I'm gonna tell you how the Most High does not like these other nations. He does not like these other nations because they know about us. Yes, they know about the blacks, Hispanic. They know how powerful you are. They know how special you are. That's why they stole you, so that you can build up this nation. That's exactly why they took you. You thought they brought you here because they knew how to do it? They couldn't make any crops grow without us. They needed us, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American man, to harvest their corn and their cotton and do everything. We the best everything. But they want to try to make it seem like we're the worst thing on this earth. We're the best thing on this earth, and they know it, and they hate it. They hate you because they ain't you. All right?
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel. You know what? Stop. They have taken crafty counsel. Give me Judith 5 and 20. They have taken crafty counsel. I'm going to show you that crafty counsel. I'm gonna show you what that crafty counsel looks like. You know what I mean? Because you would think that, wow, it's wild. We good. You would think that this crafty counsel, why they taking crafty counsel against the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? You want to know why? Because they can't defeat you as long as you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
If you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you are putting yourself with the Father. All right? And we're gonna get back to Psalms 83. You got it? All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people.
Any what?
Any error in this people.
That means, hey, if they're not keeping their laws, statutes, commandments, if there's any error, go ahead.
And they sin against their God.
If they sin against the Most High, because that's what sin is. Sin is transgression. Sin is transgression against the law. So this is what the crafty counsel, this is one of the crafty counsel. This is when Ammon was coming up against the Israelites. All right? So he said, look, this is what we got to do. You got it?
Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be an error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This shall be their ruin. If they don't keep their laws, statutes, and commandments, this shall be their ruin. And that's what they know about us. That's why they so mad at Kyrie Irving, because he making $1 million. He make millions of dollars, and he out here, the nerve of him sacrificing his job to tell so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to wake up. The nerve of this brother. You know what I mean? Because the one thing we don't want them to do is to listen. Because we understand that if they don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, what happens now?
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This shall be their ruin. And aren't we ruined as a people? Aren't we on the bottom as a people? Aren't we struggling as a nation? You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that one brother that lives in a good neighborhood. I'm talking about us as a people. I'm not talking about that one white brother at the job that knows your name and says, yeah, I got a good friend, his name is Bill. No, I ain't talking about him, I'm talking about as a nation. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And that's what the Bible is trying to bring out. And that's what's considered hate speech. But guess what? Y'all do hate work. That's what the enemy has been doing for years and years. They have been lying upon lies. And for what? Because they understand that if they just tell you the truth, that they would have to give up their position. And they don't want to give up their position. Yeah, so what? Kyrie makes millions of dollars. What about the guy signs his check? And the guy signs his check. They make billions. Go ahead, give me more.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
We shall overcome them. They couldn't defeat us if we kept the law, statutes, commandments. They knew if there was error within us, we would defeat ourselves because the Most High would not come to our defense. Let me get Let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 13 and 23. Come. Let me tell y'all something, man. You know, this is a good day. This is a good, glorious day because one person, even though he doesn't have the full truth, the fact of the matter is that he's almost like a sacrificial lamb right now. You know what I mean? It's good that Kanye has taken that risk. I don't know what his purpose is behind it. You know what I mean? But you know what? I'm glad he said what he said because now this opens up the conversation. Now people are sitting around saying, you know what is that star on your shoulder? It's not a star. I'm just saying it, you know what I mean? But they ask the question now. At least it opens up the conversation for trained individuals like the brothers that you see up here. But let me tell you something, when a rich man speak, everybody is willing to hush their mouth and listen. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible. Go ahead.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23. When the rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
When the rich man speak, everybody shut up. If I was up here and if I was up here, TDJ, sweating through my daggone suit, half of y'all would be sitting here listening. Y'all would hold your tongue. And y'all was hear what I had to say. If I was Kanye West right now, this whole thing, it would be standing room on me. Y'all probably be crushing yourself like they did over in South Korea. Right. You know what I mean? 150 people died crushing themselves for a daggone Halloween fest. It's freaking ridiculous. Right. You know what I mean? That's what y'all would do. Go ahead.
And look what he's saying. Right. They extol into the clouds.
Right. You extol it to the clouds. He's saying some deep stuff, man. That man said the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is the Israelites. Man, we ought to listen to this brother. He makes money. He got a Bentley. But y'all listen to the rich man. You know what I'm saying? Our people will listen to the rich man. Go ahead.
But if the poor man speaketh,
but the who?
But if the poor man speaketh,
but if a poor man speaketh, what happens?
They say, what fellow is this?
They say, who this cat? Who this crazy fool? I mean, Kyrie said in the post the other day, this world is where the sane is crazy and the crazy is sane.
Let nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?